Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Boot Hill Sports Network. It's that time. It's time for playoff football. And when I say playoff football, we're talking about the district championship. It's the Caruthers Tigers and the Valley Catholic Warriors. We're up in St. Genevieve. Opening ceremonies are over. Both teams are getting ready to take the field. It's going to be a big one. Probably a vast crowd here at St. Janet Valley Catholic. We want to thank you so much for tuning in to the Boot Hill Sports Network and catching all the action for free through Facebook and YouTube. Again, it is Jeremy Abrams and Charlie Duckworth. And this is what we call football weather. It's chilly. It may be downright cold to some people. We are broadcasting from an outside booth, but that's not going to affect us. We're fired up, probably the same as you are. Both these teams coming in with one loss on the season. Valley Catholic lost to St. Vincent early on in the season. The Tigers lost to this very same Valley Catholic team. Again, the conditions in that game, as we all know, were totally different. That was a hurricane that had come through, and we were, of course, still getting the remnants of that hurricane. It rained the entire game. Tonight, the field looks fantastic, and it should only make for great conditions for these players. And while we go over a list of the seniors from the PA announcer here in Valley Catholic, we'll let you hear a couple commercial breaks, and we'll be right back on the Boot Hill Sports Network. We're still about 10 minutes away from kickoff. I'm telling you, folks, it's going to get loud. It's going to get exciting. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned to the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Caruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Welcome back. The crowds are going to start getting noisy as both teams have taken the field. It looks like the Tigers will be on the opposite side of the field. That's where our home fans will be. We're so happy for all the fans that made the trip up here to St. Jen as the crowd is still filing in on both sides. And the Valley Catholic Warriors are taking the field first. This is a senior-led team. Again, we saw them in Week 5. Contest went the way of the Warriors, 37-7. But, folks, there's things about that game you may have forgotten. It was 30-0 at halftime, Charlie. 30-0 at halftime. In the second half, Valley Catholic did not score a touchdown on offense. It was a interception return to pick six return. That was the only scoring by Valley Catholic in the second half, while the Tigers did get on the board late in the fourth quarter to keep the shutout from happening. And now it looks like we're going to get our captains ready to take the field. Again, still minutes away from kickoff. Charlie, let's just talk about this playoff atmosphere. It's cold. We know that. We're outside. But I wouldn't be anywhere else than watching high school, especially Tiger high school football, than you. What about you?
I feel exactly the same. Here's the invocation, folks.
In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on this game that we are about to play. Give each one of us the courage to play a game in a manner which by words and our actions is pleasing to you. Let us enter this competition in a spirit of sportsmanship and respect for members of the opposing team. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us with the grace to live our lives with courage and conviction and to play like champions in every area of our lives. We ask you to bless us tonight, especially the coaches, officials, and players. Keep these athletes under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, through the intercession of Mary, our Mother, and help us to be aware of your presence in this game. Amen. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. Our flag is at the south end. Is scoreboard.
And a beautiful invocation and the singing, the playing of the national anthem. Before we went to that break, Charlie, I was asking you, just give me a level of excitement here under the Friday Night Lights in district championship play.
I am pumped. There's no other place I'd rather be right now than St. Genevieve here at the Father Stadium. I forgot the guy's name. The Father Stadium. That's what we're gonna call it so far. It's beautiful. It's cold. It's a little bit more warm than Lambeau Field, which is perfectly fine with me. But on the field currently, the referees are being announced, and it's about to be time for the captains to come on the field.
And as we know in all games, again, none bigger to that at this point in the season, the biggest game for both of these teams. Captains are meeting in midfield. Give you the names and the numbers. You know the ones from CARUTHERSVILLE, don't you? Number 60, Kenyon Bogan. Number 2, quarterback, senior captain Ryan Guest. Number 8, a finalist for the Car Trophy that will be announced December 4th. That's the playmaker Jamonte Alexander, and of course the player that's up for another award, Derlin Moore Award, Captain Oscar Dominguez. He leads the defense and he leads the entire area in tackles throughout not just the regular season but the postseason as well. Still 3 minutes or so to go before this game starts. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to give you the results of the coin toss, who's going to get first possession, and then we're going to kick this ball game off. You are listening to the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in CARUTHERSVILLE or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Thank you very much to Faulkner's Auto and all of our fine sponsors. We've named off the captains for your Caruthersville Tigers. Captains for the Warriors. Number 20, Josh Fallert. Number 62, Carter Viox. Number 78, Zach Nager. And number 81, AJ Basler. The toss has been made. The Tigers, as visitors, will call it. All right, and here we go. It looks like Valley Catholic has won the coin toss. And they will receive. So it'll be Valley Catholic Warrior football to start this game. So we await the kick from DJ, Donzel Foster, and this Tigers defense. We know what they've done in these playoffs. They have not made it fun for the opponents, Nearly a shutout against East Prairie last week, somewhat similar against Portersville the week before. And now, I'll tell you what, Charlie, I don't know what I would do or pay to see a shutout here tonight in favor of the Caruthersville Tigers. This has been the only knock on the Tigers all season long. The only loss was right here in week 5 in terrible, rainy, hurricane-like conditions. Not like you see down south, but we did get pretty bad rains and wind throughout the whole night. This time, it's football weather. It's cold. I can see my breath. And we're about to see one of the most hyped games in the state of Missouri right here before us. There goes the music. The clock is set at 12 minutes. Here comes the kickoff from Foster. And we'll be underway for the Class 2 district title. Late player comes running on the field. But that's Will Keene. He makes it in on time. Foster's just waiting on a whistle. Here it comes. There's the kickoff. Line drive. It'll hit inside the 20 and be taken to the left side. That's going to be Fallert. Fallert breaks down the sidelines and is finally pushed out of bounds just shy of midfield. We're underway. Nice return. That was actually, that tackle was by Rylan Harris, but that was a name you'll hear quite a bit, Evan Fallert. He's just a sophomore. He's the younger brother of starting quarterback Wyatt Fallert. So this will be the first offensive drive of the game for Valley Catholic. Tigers defense looking to step up like they have all season long. Ball spotted at the 41-yard line. In the shotgun is Fallert. He's got trips to the right side, sends a man in motion. That man will get the handoff. That's coming to the outside. That's number 4, Tyler Gegg. Gegg stopped immediately. He'll get a couple on the play, but not a whole lot. Caruthers. That we'll call it a gain of 1. So Caruthers comes off that end and makes the tackle. And Dominguez was there to help clean it up as well. So Tyler Gegg gets the first handoff of the game. You're exactly right, Charlie. Hard snap. Now a pass over the middle is caught. Just shy of the 50-yard line. That'll bring up third down. That catch was made by Kellen Tucker. And you're right, Charlie. What are you seeing there right before the play?
Well, Jeremy, I'm seeing a lot of these fake snaps, these claps that Valley Catholic's using, which they might have been watching film. Offsides on the defense is one of the most penalized plays for the Tigers this year.
On 3rd and 1, the Tigers looking for a stop here. Fallert still getting the call from the sidelines. Tigers show a little bit of a blitz on the outside. There's a snap, looking to throw. Pass is complete. That'll be good enough for a first down for the Warriors. That was caught by Gegg. So it is first down for the Warriors as they drive now into Tiger territory, going with the pass on 3rd and 1. They've got a lot of confidence in their passing game. Fallert again, back to pass out of the shotgun. He throws, found a man wide open over the middle. He's at the 30, gets to the 25 before he's wrapped up by the Tigers. Looked like Chaz Thomas was the first one to get to him. and Keyston Clowers. But that pass was good enough for 12 yards and another first down. So the Warriors quickly moving the ball. Ball spotted right at the 25-yard line. No score. Still over 10 minutes to go. We are just underway here at St. Genevieve. The fake snap didn't work. You're right. They're trying the hard clap as much as possible. The Tigers very disciplined, or as well they should be. On 1st and 10. Handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper. That one is snuck out after a gain of 1. Oscar Dominguez. One-on-one tackle by Oscar. Expect to hear that a lot. It was only the quarterback and Oscar wrapped him up after a very short gain. They're going to call it a gain of 2, 2nd and 8. So Valley already mixing it up with the run and the pass. That time it was a fake handoff to Gegg as the quarterback kept it himself. That was Fowler on 2nd and 8. This time looking to pass. Quick pass. And it is complete on the sidelines. Heading to the end zone and in. Touchdown, Valley Catholic. Pass was completed to Colin Henderson for the touchdown. Valley strikes first. It is 6-0 with 9:12 remaining in the first quarter. Valley went the distance on their opening drive, and now in the kick, the PAT. Get your number in a second. Valley looking to go up by 7 after their first offensive possession. Kick up and in good by a mile, and it is 7-0. 9:12 remaining in the first quarter. Valley strikes first. It's 7-0. We'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports.
Class to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Will Keene is back to kick off for the Warriors. They've struck first. It's 7-0 Valley Catholic. And now the kickoff will go deep and into the end zone for a touchback. So that was in the area of Monte. I started to get excited, but the ball flew over Monte's head and in through the end zone for a touchback. It'll be the Tigers' first possession. They'll see if they can answer the Valley Catholic opening score.
And you can get set up and do the blood drive on Monday, November 25th from 8:30 a.m.
Tigers set up for their offensive drive, their first of the night. We'll see what kind of offense the Tigers want to run. At quarterback is Guest. He's got 2 backs with him. Handoff goes to Sammy Bryant. Sammy to the right side. He's got room. Sammy breaks one. Sammy might go. He's got one man to beat. He's across the 50, and he slips down at the 40-yard line. Sammy Bryant with a 40-yard dash. I told you there was going to be a big difference. The first game against Valley, no player could seem to get their footing on the running game. Sammy gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line for a 41-yard rush. If that's going to work all night, we're going to have ourselves a ball game, folks. Here's a 1st and 10 into Valley Catholic territory. Goes right back to Bryant. This time he'll fall forward for a short gain. So back-to-back runs by Sammy, and the Tigers are down inside of Valley Catholic at the 37-yard line, 2nd and 8. Tell you, there's one thing Sammy Bryant does not take well, and that's any kind of a failure or anybody holding him back. He was not happy with his performance in the Valley Catholic game in Week 5. He's already trying to make up for it here with 43 yards rushing. Handoff goes right back to him. Sammy cuts it back. He's got a first down and more. As Sammy's finally drug down from behind. Move those sticks. First down, Tigers. Ball spotted at the 25-yard line. So the Tigers moving just as quickly as the Warriors on offense. 8 minutes. And the Tigers are a run-first team. We know that. Coach preaches that. Coach G, that is. As we spoke to him last night on the coaches show. Thank you again for everyone who watched. On 1st and 10, hand off this time to Jermonte. Jermonte tries to take it right up the middle. He'll get a couple out of the game, but not much. They'll bring up 2nd and a long 8. Madden in on the tackle for Valley Catholic. Call it a gain of a long 1. 2nd and 9. First time we've seen Monte with the ball. We know what he's done. Again, he is up eligible. He's a finalist for the Carr Trophy, which will be announced in early December. On 2nd down, Guest pitches it back. And this time, this play is going to go nowhere. Valley Catholic all over Sammy. And he may have lost a couple on the play, depending on the spot. He will. It'll bring up 3rd and 14 from the 29-yard line. Tigers need a first down here. I'd like to think they've got 2 plays to get it, as they are inside the 30-yard line of Valley Catholic. Little switching of players, little fresh legs on the field. Keyston and Trayshawn coming in. Monte, direct snap, but Valley Catholic stuffed it in the backfield. Couldn't get it to the outside, and that'll bring up 4th and long, 4th and about 13. So the direct snap did not work for the Tigers that time. And Guest comes back in. He'll be in the shotgun. 4th down. Valley Catholic crowd making some noise. Tigers need a first down. 4th and 14. Takes a snap. Looking to pass. Guest unloads one to the corner, and it's going to be overthrown. He had a man wide open. That was Donzel Foster, but it was overthrown. And that'll be a turnover on downs. Valley Catholic football. Well, Guest, I don't think he knew how strong he was. He had Foster open, but overthrew him in the corner of the end zone, and it will be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Warriors. Doing everything they can to pump up this Valley Catholic crowd. Valley leads 7-0, just under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Action-packed first half of the first quarter already. There's the hard count again. Nope. Looking to pass is Tallard. He's going to throw one deep over the middle and in and out of the hands. Woo! That one could have been 6, folks. In and out of the hands of Tyler Gegg as he broke open over the middle. Alexander probably would have been there, or excuse me, Clowers would have been there to bring him down, but the ball was thrown just a little bit behind him. He turned to catch it, went off his fingertips, just brings up 2nd down. He did it. You're right, Charlie. Great route run as he split across the middle on a slant and found himself open around the 35-yard line. Now, rolling out, looking to pass, pump fake, and now a pass deep for Gegg again. This time, Gegg brings it in on the sidelines. Pass of 44 yards from Fallert to Gegg. And Valley Catholic has something going again. They've got a fresh set of downs in Tiger territory at the 26-yard line. So Wyatt Fallert with the pump fake and then let one go. And it was tippy-toed and caught right on the sidelines at the 26-yard line. Fresh set of downs for the Warriors. Out of the shotgun. This time a handoff. Comes to the outside and hit immediately. Looks like Chaz Thomas again with the tackle. A great tackle on the handoff to Connor Clanton. I remember saying that name quite a bit in week 5. but this time he goes nowhere thanks to Chaz, 2nd and 10 from the 26. So the Tigers so far have a handle on the running game. Here's Fowler. He's rolling to the left, looking to pass deep. He does pass deep, but to nobody. Throws it out of bounds. And that brings up 3rd down. So they ran the ball on 1st down. They were stopped. 2nd down. Fowler threw it well out of bounds. And here's 3rd down from the 26. 4:55 remaining in the first quarter with Valley Catholic leading 7-0. Fowler takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Does throw to the right side. Diving catch. Is it a catch? It is. It's complete. That's good enough for a 1st down. Down at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Valley Catholic. Diving catch made that time by the senior. Valley Catholic driving again after the Tigers turned the ball over on downs on their first offensive possession. Now on 1st and 10, inside the red zone at the 14. Fowler looking to pass again. He's got him in the back of the end zone. Leaps. Did he make the catch? He did. That's Gegg. And that's a touchdown in the back of the end zone. Valley Catholic now leads it 13-0. 4:21 remaining here in the first quarter. For Fowler to Gegg, that's a connection we've seen already tonight work. And that time, I don't know how, but he found him in the very back inches of the end zone. So Sam Keene will hold for the kicker, Will Keene. Kick up. It is good. There is a flag, our first flag of the game, a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Valley Catholic still waiting on a call from the official. Encroachment against the Tigers. The kick would have been good, but they're going to make them. I bet you Valley Catholic's going to try to go for 2 now as they will move halfway towards the goal line. So the Tigers will have to come back on the field. As the penalty is accepted, they'll actually retry the kick, or at least that's what they're going to set up for. Keene holds for the kicker, Keene. That ball is up and good. So regardless of the penalty, 4:21 remaining in the first quarter. It's Valley Catholic 14, the Tigers 0, and we'll be right back after this.
Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? You can do that at Little Pizza Heaven in CARUTHERSVILLE, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or have it delivered. You can call 573-333-0490 or go by and see Christy and the gang at 503 Ward Avenue, CARUTHERSVILLE, Missouri. A CARUTHERSVILLE tradition.
So the Tigers set up, back to receive again. Sammy Bryant and Javante Alexander. Last kickoff went into the end zone for a touchback. Oh, it looks like they've assessed the penalty. The penalty is assessed on the kickoff here. So they declined the penalty and had it assessed. That's why we had a re-kick. So Valley Catholic will kick this one off from the 40. If it's anything like the last one, this is going to end up at someone's neighbor or in the cemetery behind the field. Line drive. It's a low line drive. This one will take a bounce and be taken by Jermonte. And it touched his foot, touched the end zone. That'll be a touchback. That is a shame. Jermonte already had his eyes set of where he was going. He slings the ball in disgust. And if you listen to any of the coaches' show, that's all Jermonte wants. He wants the ball. He wants the kicks to him. That one took a bounce, but his back foot touched the end zone. Therefore, it's a touchback. The Tigers take over at the 20-yard line. Trailing 14-0, but we're still in the first quarter, folks. There's a lot of football to go. Once again, we thank you for joining the Boot Hill Sports Network on this cold night in St. John. Handoff to start the drive. Goes up the middle for a few. Probably a gain of 4 on the play. It was Jermonte Alexander on the carry. We'll find him the ball one way or the other. Monte with 6 offensive touchdowns in the past 2 weeks. He had 3 in each game. Now on 2nd and 7. Handoff. This one goes to Sammy. He cuts it back up the middle on a counter. He's got a first down for the Tigers as he gets across the 30 to about the 34-yard line. Tyler Judd on the tackle for Valley Catholic. But it is a first down for the Tigers. Under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Valley Catholic up 14-0. Lots of football left tonight. Guess has got 4 wide receivers in the shotgun. And we're going to have a motion penalty against the Tigers here as 2 men went into motion. Confusion on that play. So that one will move the Tigers back 5 yards. Just a little bit of confusion as Guest sent, he stomped his foot to send a man in motion, and 2 receivers started heading towards each other. So it's considered an illegal shift. 5-yard penalty. First and 15, now back at the 29-yard line. So I shake off those webs, Tigers. Let's get going. Guest again with 4 receivers. This time 1 man in motion. That's Jermonte. Jermonte's got a blocker in front of him. He slips off 2 tackles, gets to the sidelines and out of bounds, back to about the original line of scrimmage for a gain of about 5. Kyle Henderson on the push out of bounds. So it was a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 10. He got the yardage back from the penalty. And there were 2 blue shirts in the backfield ready to take him down for a loss. Not Monte. Well, looks like Guest has got him spread out again with Sammy in the backfield. Snap. Guest hands it off to Sammy. Sammy bounces off of 1 tackle, gets to the right side, spins off another. Flags come flying in. 2 flags on the play. This one might have been on the tackle. Well, let's see. 1 from the backfield and 1 on the side. Tiger fans really think that this should be against Valley Catholic. Officials still talking it over. There is a face mask. That'll be against Valley Catholic. They're still talking it over. For sure, one of the calls is a face mask. They're going to walk that one off. That's just the 5-yard variety of a face mask, so it's not a personal foul. The unintentional face, that's a 5-yard penalty instead of a personal foul. He grazed the face mask, so it is a 5-yard penalty. So brings up 2nd and 5 for the Tigers. Handoff again, but ball is still loose. But the Tiger who picked it up is still on his feet. Here.
All right. on that play, Sammy was tackled, I believe, or was going down, bounced off of it somehow, flipped around the field, and was popped for, was that a 3-yard loss right there? Weird play. The Tiger fans were acting like Sammy was going to the house there.
A loss of 3 could have been a lot worse than it was. So it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Tigers. They're still deep in Warrior territory. Fans are getting loud here. Tigers need some 8 yards like nothing else. Guess is looking to pass. Now he's going to bring it down. Ryan pitches the ball as he was going down. They're going to say incomplete pass. It was a forward pass. As Guess was pressured, he tried to get rid of it. No one was there. It falls incomplete. It brings up 4th down. Maybe a broken play on that one. Not sure. Guess definitely, he looked, then tucked the ball down, looking to get to the outside. And Hudgens has made his way to the field for the first time in the kicking formation, that is. The Tigers will get, there's a flag on the play, delay a game against the Tigers. Got to move him back 5 yards. Hudgens backs up 5 yards. He'll be kicking from about his own 18-yard line. One man back to receive for Valley Catholic. Hudgens awaiting the snap. Gets it. It's a good one. Hudgens boots it. This will get across midfield. And it'll be taken, but taken down immediately. Keyston Clowers was right there waiting for him. I thought I was going to see a fair catch. Either way, it is a 1st and 10 for Valley Catholic, leading 14-0. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. On a cold night here in St. Genevieve, Missouri. Just about a 2 hours drive from CARUTHERSVILLE. Still lots and lots of football left. But as of right now, the Warriors are on top of the Tigers, 14-0. Ball spotted at the 44-yard line on 1st down. I will say the Warriors have done a great job of disguising whether they're in a run or pass formation, as Fowler has been in the shotgun most of the night. Now he sends a man in motion. He's going to get the handoff. That's going to the outside. That's Will Keene. Oscar Dominguez with another tackle on the play, a gain of about 3. Bring up 2nd and 7. So Oscar's doing his thing out there on defense. 2nd and 7. Under a minute 40. Man in motion. Fowler's going to quick throw a screen to the left side. On the right side, excuse me. That man breaks off with one tackle going down the sidelines and stepping out of bounds. That was the receiver, Colin Henderson. That'll get him into the Tiger territory and a fresh set of downs for the Warriors. So just a quick screen to the outside, and it worked to perfection for the Warriors. Ball spotted now at the Tiger 37-yard line. As Valley looks to add to their lead, it's 14-0, a minute and a half remaining in the first quarter. Out of the shotgun is Fowler, throwing it. I think the ball it hit the ground, incomplete pass. That'll bring up 2nd down, and you could hear it from up here when the ball hit the ground. Of course, just like any football or even baseball player is going to do, when they trap a ball, they're going to act like they're going to make that act. Sometimes it works, but sometimes it doesn't. That ball hit the ground. It is 2nd down. And the time it took for that snap to get to Fowler and out of his hands was about 2 seconds at the most. He's in the shotgun. Trips on the left side. Takes the snap. Looking to pass. Dumps it off. There's his man Keene. Keene with blockers in front of him heading to the end zone. Keene takes it 37 yards to the house. And a touchdown for Valley Catholic. 37 yards from Fowler to Keene. And it's 20-0. with just a minute 17 remaining in the first quarter. Now Keene, that just scored the touchdown, is in for the PAT. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Sam Keene with the hold. Kick is up, and it's right down the middle. It's good. And 1:17 remaining here in the first quarter. It is Valley Catholic 21, the Tigers nothing. So plenty of football to go. You're listening to the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
So a fired up Valley Catholic team and fans get ready for Tigers' next offensive possession. Here comes the kick from Keene. Line drive. This time it will be taken. Here comes Jermonte upfield, looking for blockers, looking for some kind of a seam, but he will be tackled at the 25-yard line. A return of right at 24 yards. And the Tigers go back on offense. They're actually going to spot the ball at the 26-yard line, so a 25-yard return by Jermonte. And that sets up the Tigers on offense with 1:11 on the clock remaining in the first quarter. They've actually moved the ball up just a little bit to the 27, so Tigers got 73 yards to go. There is a flag. Personal fouls on both teams. So what that actually adds up to is nothing. The penalty's offset, and the ball stays at the 27-yard line. Let's not get chippy out there. Now in at quarterback stands Jermonte Alexander. Alexander talks it over with Sammy Bryant. You've got Alexander and Bryant now in the backfield. Alexander keeps it himself with the option play, and he's going to get right at enough, probably a yard short. Not much of a spot, but he'll be a yard short. That'll bring up 9-yard gain. Will bring up 2nd and 1. I don't agree with the spot, but I don't have to. It's not my call. 2nd and 1. Again, Alexander in the backfield. He sends a man in motion. Direct snap, and here comes Alexander again. Monte breaks through, breaking off tackles, dragging a man down as he gets across midfield to the 45-yard line. Jermonte, once again, refusing to go down that time. First down into Warrior territory. This is what the Tigers are going to need, some kind of spark to get the fans going, the momentum going back on their side as we tick down to the final seconds of the first quarter. Should see one more play. Alexander and Bryant remain in the backfield. This time trips receivers to the right, one on the left side. This time, hit in the backfield for a loss was Sammy Bryant. That will take us to the end of the first quarter. So, after 12 minutes of play, it's been all Valley Catholic, but the Tigers are driving as they've changed up their offense a little bit. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to home plate.
Home Plate Bar and Grill, one of our fine sponsors. And that voice you heard was the voice of Mark Manley. I know Mark made the trip all the way up to South Carolina for college football tomorrow. That is dedication, my friends. Of course, we want to thank you, Mark, for listening as well. Mark, the founder of the Boot Heel Sports Network. So the teams have swapped sides. Tigers driving. They're in Valley territory, and they'll have a 2nd and 11 as we start the second quarter. Jamonte remains in at quarterback in the shotgun. Sammy Bryant's behind him. He's got 3 wide receivers to the right. Monte on an option. Keeps it and will go out of bounds for no gain. Levi Chapman was the one that forced Monte out of bounds. No gain on the play. That brings up 3rd and 11. Oh, I'm sorry. They've changed it. It was a loss of 6 on the play. 3rd and 17. So 3rd and long for the Tigers. We're going to see here. Monte back to throw. He's looking. He's launching to the sidelines. Ball is tipped and incomplete. He had a chance, but there was 2 white shirts and 2 blue shirts down there. Ball eventually hit the ground. It falls incomplete, bringing up 4th and 17. Ball spotted at the 47-yard line, and here comes Hudgens to punt it away. So that's the first time we've seen Jamonte throw one deep. Unfortunately, falls incomplete. So Jared Hudgens back to kick as the Tigers face a 4th and 17 from their own territory. Hudgens gets the kick off. It's a good one. High arching kick and a fair catch called at the 20-yard line. So a great kick by Hudgens. That'll net 33 yards. Actually 34 yards, as it'll be at the 19-yard line. We're just barely into the second quarter. 11:40 remains here in the first half. Tigers back on defense. Valley Catholic leading 21-0, but they are back at their own 19-yard line. Time for the Tigers to come up with something. Turnover would be nice in this area. Ballard takes a snap. He's rolling out to the left. He's going to throw one deep. Looking for his man Keene, and he catches it. Or excuse me, that was Tyler Gegg. Alexander in on the tackle, but not before a pass was completed all the way down at the 44. So a 25-yard pass completion has got Valley Catholic back close to midfield at their own 44. This time it's a handoff. And breaking off tackles, getting outside to the right. That's Connor Clanton. He's finally taken down. Keyston Clowers with another tackle, but that run is good enough for another first down as he got to the 46-yard line. Run of 12 on the play. 1st and 10 Warriors. Taking no time and no huddle. Ballard looking to pass. He's got time. He throws over the middle, and it is caught. And walking into the end zone with the touchdown is Caleb Luttrell. 44-yard pass from Fowler to Luttrell. And the Warriors are starting to open it up. It's now 27-0, but we're still just barely into the second quarter. That's Luttrell's first touch of the game, and it goes for a 44-yard touchdown thrown from Fowler. Keene in for the PAT. Kick is up. And it is good. So it is a 4-touchdown lead, 28-0 for the Warriors. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Still plenty of football left. You're listening to the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Carruthersville and at 511 East M in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Carruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
So now Valley Catholic after the touchdown, giving them a 28-0 lead. Here's the kick. It's a high kick. It will be taken. Here comes Jermonte. Jermonte to the left sidelines, breaks off of a tackle. Jermonte still going. Jermonte back to 50. Jermonte, he might take it to the house. 10, 5, touchdown Jermonte Alexander. That's why you don't kick to him. That's why we want him to kick to him, and the Tigers are on the board. That was right at a 90-yard return by Alexander to get the Tigers on the board. They needed something, and they got it, and they got it from number 8. That's why he's up for the Carr Trophy. That's why he's an all-around athlete and star of the boot heel. He didn't even have to make many jukes or jives. He took it straight down the sidelines, and no one could take him down or catch up. Tigers in for the PAT. That's Carruthers. Hudgens on the hold. Tigers have broke the shutout. There's a snap and the kick. It's up. It is good. So the Tigers starting to chip away now. I said it. There's a lot of football left. We're still barely into the first quarter with 10:47. A kickoff return by Jermonte. The Tigers are on the board. It's now 28-7 as the Tigers get ready to kick off. And we'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
So the Tigers are on the board. The fans are going nuts. That's exactly what they needed. Any kind of spark plug. It took just a matter of seconds for Jermonte to go 90 yards on the kickoff return. Here's DJ's kickoff. It goes off the side of his foot, and it'll be falling on at the 40-yard line. So a kick of only 20 yards from Foster's. It's not like him at all. Usually you see him boom one down the field. I think that went off his toe with the big toe. Just went to the left side towards the sidelines. And it'll be good starting field position for the Warriors at their own 40. Time to see some defense from the Tigers. I'll get to that in just a second. Now we can hear the Tiger crowd yelling for their defense. Snap and a quick pass from Fowler. Goes to the outside. Breaking tackles is the receiver. That's Clanton. Correction. That was Colin Henderson, not Clanton on the catch. Going to be just shy of a first down and midfield at the 49-yard line. So it's 2nd and 1 for the Warriors. Hey, Fowler gets rid of the ball quickly. This time he takes a snap and hands it off. This one is Clanton. Clanton breaks the tackle and is wrapped up. The ball is loose. Who's got it? The Tigers say they have it, and they do. Kenyon Bogan. There's a whistle on the play. They're going to talk it over, but Kenyon Bogan came up with that ball. There is a flag on the play. Personal foul against the Tigers. But if it was after the play, the fumble will stand and it'll be Tiger ball. But there was a personal foul. I think it was taunting. Yeah, after the fumble, Trayshawn did a little dance down the field. You can't do that. It's considered taunting. However, Tigers force the fumble. Kenyon Bogan comes up with it, and the Tigers have the ball. How? Incorrection. They're going to say that was during the play. The personal foul occurred during the play. Fumble doesn't count, and it is Valley Catholic football at the 30. I'll have to get an explanation on that one. Coach is trying to get one. You can probably hear the Caruthersville fans from here. I don't understand what just happened. Some of them. So it'll be Fallert and company from the 30-yard line now after a little misunderstanding. But here's the pass. Goes to the right side, short pass. 3 Tigers there to make the tackle. Harris to clean it up. Be a gain of about 9 on the play. I can't wait to get some kind of explanation. If the foul occurred after the fumble recovery, it should be Tigers ball with an assessment of a 15-yard penalty. However, Valley Catholic remains in control of the ball, and now they have a 2nd and 2 from the 22. Deuces are wild on this play. Fowler all alone in the backfield. Pass. Complete, and that will be good enough for 4 or 5 yards and a first down into the red zone. Waiting to any of you Caruthersville fans over there on the sidelines, if you're listening on your phones, please send us, me or Charlie, a message, get a little clarification of what the referee said on that call so we can explain it to the folks at home. Now a pump fake and a pass deep to the end zone. It is off the hands of the intended receiver. That was intended for Henderson in the back of the end zone again. Ball was just had a little bit too much mustard on it. Brings up 2nd down, 2nd and 10. That's correct. So 2nd and 10 for Valley this time. Well, we're going to have a timeout. Timeout taken by the Warriors. So with 9:40 remaining in the first half, it is Valley Catholic 28, Caruthersville 7. Don't go anywhere, folks. This game has got a long time to go, a long way to go. And we'll be right back in 30 seconds on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in Caruthersville or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
So we're back from the timeout. Valley Catholic has taken their first of the half. 9:40 remaining in the first half. And it is Valley Catholic who are driving. They're just inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. They lead 28-7. Tigers had a lot of life going there with the 90-yard return by Germonte, and then a fumble that we don't know what happened. The fumble occurred. Then there was a personal foul after the play, and somehow Valley Catholic retained possession of the football. Yeah, we're curious. Maybe whatever was done on the field, we don't know. So here comes motion, a couple men in motion for Valley Catholic, and a flag on the play. It's going to be offsides against the Tigers. It's that hard snap got him that time. So a 5-yard penalty will move it to a 2nd and 5 at the 14-yard line. All alone in the backfield. Now handoff goes to the left side. Looking for room is Fallert. The other Fallert, that is. Evan Fallert takes it to the left side. He was tackled by Alexander, but I believe he got the first down. If he did, it'll be a 1st and goal. And it is 1st and goal from the 4-yard line for Valley Catholic. Told you, you will hear that name a lot too. That's Evan Fowler, the sophomore. And it's Wyatt Fowler, the senior quarterback. Valley looking to punch it in again from the 4. Handoff to the left side and into the end zone. This time it's Josh Fowler, the captain, takes it into the end zone for the score. That makes it 34-7 Valley with 9:03 remaining here in the second quarter. We're only 15 minutes into this game, folks. Remember that.
What's the outcome if that bonanza goes to Tiger play?
That's a great question, Charlie. What if what we thought we saw on the field would have kept it Tiger football? Here's the snap for the PAT. He's been perfect tonight, and he still is. Keene kicks it through the uprights, and it's now 35-7 with Valley Catholic on top. Still, like I said, we're only 15 minutes into this game. Plenty of football left. When we come back, the Tigers will have the ball on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
And back to the action. Short kickoff. There's a fight for it, but I believe the Tigers have it at the 40-yard line. So the Tigers will start with good field possession with right at 8:59, so 9 minutes remaining in the first half as the Tigers take over on offense, trailing 35-7. We want to thank everyone who has tuned in to listen to the broadcast. Don't go anywhere, folks. I hope you're somewhere warm, somewhere comfy, or sitting over there in the bleachers listening on your phone. Germonte remains in the backfield at quarterback. He takes a snap, and he's going to take it himself. Going to the left side. He'll fall forward for a couple. Trevor Ross on the tackle after I'm waiting on the spot. No gain on the play, so it brings up 2nd and 10 from the 41. So it should have been a gain of 1. So we'll call it 2nd and 9. Germonte snapped, a handoff. Nope, the ball came out. It was a botched handoff to Sammy Bryant. Tigers recovered it. Germonte fell back on it after the botched handoff. 3rd down and 12 now for the Tigers, because they are bringing in some fresh legs, and it looks like, I would assume, receivers. I see Foster. I see Mays. Germonte looking to pass. Trips as he takes it himself. Still fighting for it. He's going to be tackled short around the 44-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. Germonte rolled back to pass, then thought he saw a hole up the middle. He fought for it. But he couldn't. See, 4th and 8. He did get 4 yards out of the run. Brings up 4th and 8. So we'll call it officially a gain of 5, 4th and 7. And Hudgens is back in to kick away again for the Tigers. Hudgens takes a snap. Gets the kick away, another good one. It'll be taken at the 25-yard line, looking for room to the outside. And what an open field tackle by Carruthers. Flags on the play. Flags fly. Charlie's calling it a hold against the Warriors on the return. The officials agree with Charlie. But what an open field tackle by Carruthers. He got the return man around the feet. Otherwise, he could have run, but there was the penalty. It was a hold. That moves Valley Catholic back. This is where the Tigers have got to take advantage. This moves the Warriors back deep into their own territory. They've got to come up with a stop. Maybe another turnover that was taken away. Again, I'm going to harp on that all night until I figure out exactly what happened. Oh, my. So there was holding on both teams. So the ball will be spotted at the 24-yard line. Handoff this time. Goes right up the middle, but that goes nowhere. Maybe a foot. Brings up 2nd and 9. It was Fowler, Josh Fowler on the carry. That's the third of the Fowler trio, as he was stopped by Rylan Harris after a short gain of 2, 2nd and 8. Now it's Fowler rolling out to pass, looking to throw it deep, and he overthrew his man into double coverage. And that was the best thing that could have happened for the Warriors, as that ball was overthrown. 2 white shirts in coverage. And it was well overthrown. You're correct, Charlie. And I think it might have been the burst speed he had while throwing the ball. Put so much momentum behind it, he overthrew by about 5 yards. It brings up 3rd and 8, though. Tigers have got to have a stop, and we could see our first punt of the game by the Warriors. Exactly, a possible punt opportunity. It would be the first of the night from Valley. Tigers desperately need a stop on 3rd down. Got to get back to Fowler somehow. There's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Fowler unloads one over the middle. Jump ball. And it is incomplete. He did. He went up with one hand. And I'll tell you, he's lucky that the ball went straight down. Had that ball gone up in the air at all, there was Jermonte, or Keyston Clowers. He's a man of interceptions too. So that does bring up 4th down, 4th and 8. And we'll see what the Warriors elect to do. And it looks as if they're lined up to punt. This will be the first punt of the game as they're deep in their own territory at the 26-yard line. There's the kick. It'll get across midfield. It's in the area of Sammy Bryant. He muffs the punt. Will fall on it and out of bounds. That could have been detrimental in a serious way, but it will be Tiger football as the ball went out of the hands of Sammy Bryant, went backwards, and Tigers will take over back at their own 33-yard line. So the Tigers have got to capitalize. They forced a punt for the first time in the game. It looks like the Tigers will stick with Jermonte in at quarterback. We've seen a couple pass attempts and several quarterback keepers. Either way, the Tigers have got to take advantage of stopping the Valley Catholic offense for the first time this evening. Guest is back in at quarterback. He hands it off. No, he's going to take it himself. Guest on the quarterback keeper to the outside. That was a drawn-up play. Tyler Viox on the tackle. It will be a gain of 2 for Guest to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 8. So Guest back in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's joined alongside Sammy Bryant in the backfield with 4 wide receivers. Guest takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He does throw. It is caught. So Foster makes the catch. We'll see, forward progress should give the Tigers a third and 5. Excuse me, gain of 5 on the play, so 3rd and 3 from the 40-yard line. Tigers looking for a first down. They got 3 yards to go. Guess with a hard snap count, trying to get Valley Catholic to jump. Doesn't work. Here comes the snap. Handoff. Sammy to the left side. Still fighting forward. I think he got it. We'll wait and see. We're waiting on the official spot. And it is just good enough for a first down. First down, Sammy Bryant. And the Tigers have a fresh set of downs as they try to get across midfield. Ball at the 43-yard line. Yes, sir. About a 5-yard gain for Sammy. And a first down. So Guess now on first down. Takes a snap. He's looking to pass. He does. Over the middle. Slipping. It was Quan McVeigh, the intended receiver, as he planted to try to catch the ball. He slipped. Ball went off his fingertips. It'll be an incomplete pass and second down. You're correct about that. There was a safety creeping up on McVeigh, but it falls incomplete. Just because it's not a hurricane doesn't mean the field might be a little slick as well. It is cold, and it rained on Wednesday all day. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Goes up the middle. That was Sammy Bryant. He'll may have got a gain of 1 on the play. Brings up third down for the Tigers. Biox in on the tackle again, along with Waylon Samples, the seniors for the Warriors. 3rd and 10. So no gain on the last play. Guest with 4 wide receivers. Sammy in the backfield. Takes a snap. Hands it off to Sammy. Sammy breaks it open to the left side. Gets across midfield. He's got a first down and more. So on 3rd and 10, the Tigers need something. They turn to Sammy Bryant, and they've got themselves a fresh set of downs inside Valley Catholic territory. Ball will be at the 45-yard line. 12-yard run by Sammy. With time ticking down, there's just 3:15 remaining here in the first half. Tigers on first down in Valley territory. Guess pitch. Goes to Monte. Monte cuts it back. Looking for room after forward progress. They're going to spot him. Looks like at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. The ball will still be at the 45 on second down as the clock continues to run. Under 3 minutes to go in the first half. Folks, don't go anywhere during halftime, because we'll be right back with the second half. After festivities, we'll have some stats and some commercials. But other than that, we'll just have the Tiger logo up until we get back to action. So basically, we'll be on and off the air. On second down, handoff goes to the left side for the Tigers. Hit at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for maybe a gain is Germonte. Going up 3rd and long. Gain of 2 on the play as Zach Nager makes the tackle. 3rd and 8 from the 47-yard line now. Correction, that should be the 43-yard line. And a timeout. This time will be taken by the Tigers. Tigers take a timeout. That means we'll do the same. We'll take a 30-second timeout while the Tigers talk it over, figure out what they want to do on this next play. We'll be back in 30 seconds on the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to home plate.
So the Tigers have taken their first time out of the half. They trail 35-7. There's just under 2 minutes to go, and the Tigers are driving. I think it's absolutely vital, Charlie, the Tigers get at least 7 more before we head to half. That's a good point. The Tigers will get the ball in the third quarter. So a score here, and then getting the ball to start the second half would be huge for the Tigers in what would be a valiant comeback.
You can't risk Valley getting this ball, going down, and somehow still getting a mercy clock to start the half.
And they just put 4 seconds back on the clock. So it's now, 7 seconds, 2:03 remaining. So here come the Tigers on 3rd and 8. Handoff goes to Germonta. He's hit immediately, and he'll be hit in the backfield. No gain on the play. Tyler Viox got through the line and got to Monte. He was the first one there. Brings up 4th down at the 45-yard line. 4th and 10. Tigers will stay on the field on offense. They need 10 yards to keep this going. 1:30 remaining in the half. Cannot give the ball back to the Warriors with time. On the first snap. Pass by Guess. He's got a man. It is incomplete. So the Tigers will turn the ball over on downs with $1:14 remaining in the half. All I can say is the Tigers can either look for a stop or a turnover. You do not want to let Valley Catholic score one more time before the half. Again, the Tigers will get the ball as they kicked off to start the game. Here comes Valley Catholic and their offense. Again, 1 minute, 14 seconds remaining here in the first half. Valley Catholic up big, 35-7. This is for the district championship. Ballard in the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Throws across his body to complete to Clinton. Keene, Will Keene on the catch. He'll get right to the 50-yard line. So a gain of 5 on the play. 2nd and 5 as we're under a minute to go. He'll spot the ball actually at the 49-yard line. So it should be 2nd and 4, on a gain of 6. Ballard, he's going to go deep this time. Under coverage, in coverage. That ball's caught, and it's a touchdown. There was a fight for the ball, but it ended up in the hands of the Valley Catholic receiver, and it's a touchdown with 34 seconds remaining in the half. Ballard absolutely unloaded one from the 49-yard line. And there was a fight for the ball while it was in the air. Will Keene in for the PAT. He is 5 for 5 on the night. Whistles before the kick. As the Valley Catholic player comes off the field. I believe that was Henderson that made the catch. It was tough to see from our vantage point. Again, we're outside on the second deck. So now, Keene, high snap, pulled down. Kick is up, and it is good. 6 for 6 tonight on PATs is Will Keene. 34 seconds remain in the first half. It is now Valley 42, the Tigers 7.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Carruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, Professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
So Keene, after adding on the PAT, is back to kick off. 34 seconds remaining. Here's the kick. Onside kick, and he got it back. I don't know if that was drawn up or one of the best acting jobs I've ever seen. It looked like he tripped as he went to kick it, but it was an onside kick. He comes up with it. Valley Catholic. Will Keene pulls out some trickery, caught the Tigers off guard. And now Valley Catholic will have a chance to add to their lead. They're already up by 35, and you know what that means in the second half of Missouri football. Valley Catholic, after the onside kick nobody saw coming. And that has to be something that Will Keene has worked on throughout the season because that was to perfection. Now Fowler all alone in the backfield. He throws one deep. Looking and overthrowing his man that was intended for Gag. So Valley Catholic trying to pour it on here in the final. It is 42-7. 28 seconds remaining in the half. If you're the Tiger defenders, you got to stay deep because it looks like Fowler wants it all. He's on an island with 4 wide receivers. Back to pass again. He's got his man Gag on the sidelines. He'll be wrapped up eventually and pushed out of bounds. It was Lockridge. So that will stop the clock with 22 seconds after a pass of 17 yards down to the 25-yard line. In Valley Catholic looking to add to their tumultuous lead right now. It's 42-7, 22 seconds remaining. Tigers desperately need to stop as they will get the ball in the third quarter, looking to mount what would be an incredible comeback. Warriors set up, play clock down to 1. They get the snap off. Fowler, pass, knocked away. Tayshawn Mays got a hand in there and knocked that pass away, saving a touchdown. And it'll go back to 2nd and 10 from the 26. Again, Valley Catholic not afraid to show with Fowler alone in the backfield. They are trying to pass and get one last score before the half. And, of course, just as I say that, to make a liar out of me, 2 men in the backfield with Fowler. He'll take a snap low. He's in trouble. He gets rid of it. It'll be intercepted by the Tigers. Fowler was hit. Had to get rid of the ball. Tayshawn Mays comes up limping, but he comes up with the interception with 11.8 seconds remaining. So it was intercepted at the 21-yard line. Tayshawn Mays with the interception to stop Valley Catholic from pouring it on with one more score before the half. But the Tigers have just 11 seconds. See if they want to come up with something here. The only thing you can't do is turn the ball over. Could be guessed out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. He's going to pitch it back to Monte. Monte looking to throw. He does throw. It'll be intercepted by Valley Catholic. Interception made. Well, it's a shame. Tigers tried a little bit of trickery there as Gass pitched it back to Monte. Monte threw it downfield, but he threw it into the hands of Kellen Tucker. And Valley Catholic now somehow has 0.7 seconds remaining on the clock. So they will have one shot at adding to their lead. So the teams trade interceptions. Mays for the Tigers and Tucker for the Warriors. All I can say is it was worth a shot. Tigers don't play run many trick plays. That was one. Unfortunately, it ran into an interception. Now, Fowler's going to go for the end zone. But first, with 0.7 seconds remaining on the clock, Valley Catholic will call a timeout. 0.7 seconds remaining. We'll do the same. We'll step away for just a second, and we'll be right back on the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
So Valley Catholic has taken their second time out with 0.7 seconds remaining on the on the clock. Fowler all alone in the backfield. He's got 4 wide receivers. There's the buzzer. Ball's up in the air to the end zone, and it's caught. In the corner of the end zone, Tyler Gegg makes the touchdown reception with 0.7 seconds remaining. Unbelievable. Valley Catholic now up 48-7. They worked the clock to their advantage. They had less than a second remaining. Fowler to Gegg again for the touchdown, and it's now 48-7. Wilkeen in for his 7th point after attempt. Kick is up, and it's good. He is 7 for 7 on the evening, and that is the end of the first half. Recap, it's been all Valley Catholic. The Warriors lead the Tigers 49-7 at halftime here in the district final. We will hear from some of our fine sponsors. We'll be back with Charlie with some halftime stats, and then we're going to give everyone at home a breather, time to stretch your legs, eat your dinner, hot chocolate, whatever it is you're doing. Either way, we are at the half in St. Genevieve. It is Valley Catholic 49, Tigers 7. You're listening to the Boot Heel Sports Network.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? You can do that at Little Pizza Heaven in CARUTHERSVILLE, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or have it delivered. You can call 573-333-0490 or go by and see Christy and the gang at 503 Ward Avenue, CARUTHERSVILLE, Missouri. Hey, CARUTHERSVILLE tradition. Hey, if you want a truck or a real fine car, Faulkner Auto Sales can get you cruising in any style. If Faulkners don't have it, they can get it. And if they can't get it, it's not even made. Go see Dwayne and Kevin at Faulkner Auto Sales on Truman Boulevard in CARUTHERSVILLE or call 573-333-3800. And remember, if Faulkner's is not on the back of your vehicle, it damn sure ought to be.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
So we are at the half in St. Genevieve, Missouri, and it's been all Valley Catholic tonight here in the district final, Class 2 District 1 final, and it is currently 49-7 with Valley. And for a first half recap and stats, I hand it over to my right-hand man, Charlie Duckworth. Charlie, take us away and tell us what you saw.
Well, it really was a team of, or a game, or a tale of two teams in this first half. Really, Valley came out and just took it to Crothersville from the start of this game. I mean, they came touchdown first drive. Then Crothersville came back. Sam Brown had a 41-yard rush at the beginning of the game, or the first drive for the Tigers. And then it sputtered, and Valley just kept on putting that pressure. Just, I don't even know how to describe it. But for the first half, we have Ryan Guest, who is 1 for 6 with 6 passing yards, 1 carry, 2 rushing yards. Less stats for him this week because the Tigers made a unexpected, to me, change. Ryan Guest was quarterback for around 20% of the first half. Dramante Alexander took a bunch of snaps in the first quarter and some in the second quarter for the Tigers. It was very unexpected to see a change. Besides that, speaking of Dramante, 2 fumbles, 2 recoveries on offense. He threw 1 pick. He's 0 for 2, has 13 carries for 34 rushing yards. Sammy Bryant has 10 carries for 73 rushing yards. Donzel Foster has 1 catch for 6 receiving yards. Defensively, Oscar Dominguez leads the Tigers in tackles. Once again, 7 on the day for him. Trayshawn Mays follows him with 5 tackles. He also has a pass deflection and an interception in the same drive. He looked very, very defensively sound there. It was pretty cool to see. Besides that, you have Dramante 3 tackles, Jackson Napier 3 tackles, Rylan Harris 3 tackles, Jermaine Crothers 3 tackles, Keeson Clowers 3 tackles, and a pass deflection. Special teams wise, Donzel Foster's had 2 kickoffs today. Jared Hudgens punted 3 times, which is the most he's punted, I believe, since the last Valley game. Dramante has 2 kick returns, and he has the sole touchdown for the Tigers, a 90-yard kickoff return. Jermaine Crothers 1 for 1 on PATs. Quan McVeigh had a return for 5 yards, and Sammy Bryant had a return for no gain on a punt. But besides that, it's just been Valley. I mean, they look amazing today. I mean, they look like a complete team. They look like the reason why they are the favorites to win the state title. There's a reason they have 20 state championships, and it's shown here as they lead the Tigers 49-7 at half.
Thank you, Charlie. So again, that halftime score, it is Valley Catholic 49, Caruthersville 7. We're going to step aside. When I say aside, I mean inside for just a minute as we are outside broadcasting. It is a cold and chilly night. So, folks, there's still about 15 minutes until we get to the second half. Unfortunately, because of the score, it looks like we'll see the turbo clock to start. But Caruthersville does get first possession as they'll receive the kickoff. Hopefully not an onside kickoff, or if it is, hopefully they're ready for it. Either way, the score at the half here in St. Genevieve, it is Valley Catholic 49, Tigers 7. We'll be back on the air here in just in between 10 to 15 minutes.
One of our fine sponsors today is Glowing Hearts Consumer Directed Services. If you are disabled, trying to remain at home, and struggling with daily personal care, contact Glowing Hearts Consumer Directed Service in Caruthersville and Marston. Consumer Directed means you can designate a friend or family member who is paid to assist in your personal care, shopping, and housekeeping chores so you can continue to living independently in your own home. Find out more by calling Glowing Hearts Consumer Directed Service LLC in Caruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
Welcome back. We're still at halftime, minutes away from the third quarter. And, well, there's really not a whole lot to say about it. It's been all Valley Catholic tonight as they're up 49-7. Tell you what, you can't say enough about Wyatt Fowler in the passing game of this Valley Catholic Warrior team. That's been the difference, I'd have to say. Charlie, just some of your takes, and stranger things have happened. I'm not saying this game is over by any means. It just takes a lot of effort to make a comeback as the Tigers are in a hole, a big hole. It is 35 points at the moment, but just tell me what you've seen and your thoughts for the second half.
Well, usually I would not say a Caruthersville Tigers team needs to pass, considering who we have at running back and just every single fiber of how the Tigers have been my whole life. But we need to pass. That's what the Tigers need to do. The quarterback little switcheroo is confusing to Valley. I believe it confused them when Monte came in. But to me, it seems like they need to fully commit to one of them being the quarterback and not just having one in and then a couple plays later the other one coming in. And I can tell you from what all the players have told me in practice, Monte can throw the ball. So why not have everyone just go on the first play of this drive? Because the Tigers get the kick unless Valley, onside kicks it. The weirder things have happened this game. The Tigers are down 42, and it's some would suspect it's not a diggable hole to come back from. But it's football. Anything can happen in this sport. It's why we all love it. And I want to see a different type of attack from the Tigers, and we need to see that secondary that has grown in the past few weeks finally shine again. They have been, I don't even know the words to describe it. Wyatt Fowler is out there just slinging that ball. He has to have over 200 passing yards today alone in the first half, and it's not to the detriment of these receivers are just going. They're catching every deflection. One-handed catches they're catching. It looks like a NFL team out there. It looks like Randy Moss and Jerry Rice are on the exact same team right now. It's insane to look at. And the Tigers have really had no response to the pass, except the one Trayshawn Mays pick late in the first half that led to a Caruthersville pick on the second play after. I want to see the Tigers come out here and start swinging. That's my keys to this second half. Let's start this. The Tigers need to come out swinging immediately. And if they score, they need to punch Valley in the mouth on defense immediately. They need to start running plays to where Oscar can get to the ball immediately. He's the hardest hitter. He can do this for the Tigers. It's just, who knows at this point? Really, weirder things have happened in football probably. A 42-point comeback is, let's not say impossible. It's improbable to some. But it's not the strangest thing that could happen right now.
You're completely right. And I think judging by the amount of listeners we have out there, and we want to thank each and every single one of you, not just for tonight, for the entire season, and making the Boot Heel Sports Network possible. See, we have just about a minute until we get back to the action. To recap the scoring, it was just all Valley Catholic through the air, a couple runs for touchdowns, but mostly Fowler finding all of his receivers in the end zone, making catch after catch, whether it's one-handed or just right on the numbers. The lone score for the Tigers was a 90-yard kickoff return by Jermonte Alexander. And again, Alexander, who is a finalist for the Carr Trophy Award. Not only that, he's a finalist for the Boot Heel Sports Player of the Year Award. So, you know, and then, of course, the other big award up there, the defensive player, the outstanding defensive player. It's coming down to, well, basically Oscar Dominguez and the rest of the crowd, if you ask me, but that's my personal opinion. But he's a finalist as well. As we are seconds away from the kickoff, it'll be Valley Catholic kicking off to the Tigers. We appreciate everyone who has commented throughout the game, trying to keep the score updated as much as possible, being an audio-only broadcast. But to see the love and the support by all the Tiger fans back home listening, we can't tell you enough how much we appreciate it. So with the score where it is, the turbo clock will be in effect once the first offensive play starts. It'll be Keene back to kick off. He's had some big kicks, including a touchback in his first kickoff of the night. But you got to watch out. You know who's back. Monte Alexander has already returned one for 90 yards. And here we go, folks. Here's the kick. It's another onside kick. This time the Tigers were ready. It's a dive for it. We'll see who came up with it. I believe the Tigers got it. And they did. Jermaine Carruthers, that's the second kickoff he's received tonight, as there was one a short kick that may have been a trickery play. We're not sure, but either way, it'll start off with the Tigers having great field position, and the clock is already running. So unless the Tigers have got to get on the board, Guess will be at quarterback in the shotgun. He's looking to throw right away, and there whistles and a flag. That'll stop the clock for just a second. 5-yard penalty against the Tigers as there was some movement on the play. Not the way you want to start the second half down by 42 points. The clock now will start to tick again. And the Tigers will look for now their first offensive play on 1st and 15. This will be from the 44-yard line. Man in motion. Here's a handoff, goes to Monte. He gets to the outside and will be pushed out of bounds. Looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Bringing up 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. We are at the start of the third quarter. Tigers down 49-7. And Guess is rolling. He's in pressure. He's going to get rid of it. And it'll fall to the sidelines incomplete. That was intended for Alexander, but the pass was knocked out of bounds. It fell incomplete out of bounds as Guest was under incredible pressure. He comes up limping after the play. Looks to be okay as he's staying in the game. It's third down. Officially 3rd and 11 from the 48-yard line. Tigers need a first as the clock continues to tick. Guess. He is back and looking to throw. He's got plenty of time. Rolling, throwing. He just throws it to the sidelines. That'll be incomplete and bring up 4th down. Under 10 minutes to go in the third quarter. Again, In case you're just joining us, you can see the score on the screen. It is 49-7 here in the third quarter. Valley on top. And a whistle here. Several whistles. Clock has stopped. Not sure exactly. Just some discussions going on. I will say I know Coach G very well. He doesn't look too happy on the sidelines. And Tigers will look to punt here. Hudgens gets it away. A line drive kick. It hit one of the Porterville defenders in the back. Or Valley, I'm sorry. Wow, it's blue and white. It was blue. I said Porterville, sorry. One of the Valley Catholic defenders in the back. But Valley Catholic does recover. And they'll go back on offense now with just over 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. So the ball spotted at the 26-yard line of Valley Catholic. We'll see if they'll stick with the pass as they've done most of the game, or if they will just try to run this ball game out. But the Tigers have been very effective on defense when it comes to the run. Unfortunately, not so much tongue-tied here. It's cold. Handoff. Goes right back up the middle. This will be a gain of first down and a lot more. Finally drug down across midfield. That was, I believe, Evan Fowler, one of the trio. As we talked to some of the locals here. There's a big, actually last year there were 7 Fowlerts from the Fowlert family. So they are brothers and cousins. Not sure which relation is which. I just know there are 3 of them on the field tonight, and they've been involved in the offense all night long. 7 last year. So on a fresh set of downs from the 47-yard line, another handoff. This time it'll go for a short gain. Clanton on the carry as he took a little carry to the right side. Gavin Moten with the tackle. So it was a pickup of 3, 2nd and 7 for Valley Catholic, as they will just try to run as much clock down as possible with the turbo clock, mercy clock, whatever you'd like to call it, in effect with a 35-point lead by the Warriors. That looks like Gag, the main receiver for Valley Catholic, has checked out. And we'll have a delay of game. As they called a timeout before they could get the penalty. So a timeout taken by Valley Catholic. We'll do the same. 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Valley Catholic 49, Caruthersville 7. And once again, you are listening to the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Great food and electrifying atmosphere and entertaining people. Come on in to Home Plate Bar and Grill, located at 1710 State Highway 84 in Hayti, Missouri. No matter if it's high noon or closing time, it's never too late to slide in to Home Plate.
Welcome back to St. Genevieve here. I'm not Jeremy Abrams. I'm Charlie Duckworth, joining the call here. There's about 6:57 left in the third quarter for the Valley Catholic Warriors. It's 2nd and 7 at the Caruthersville 45. Motion. Snap, run, and see here. Nice little rush there by Evan Fowler. I believe that is a first down, tackled out of bounds by Jermonte Alexander. His 5th tackle today. First down Warriors at the Caruthersville 34. this passing game today, I'm not going to make a prediction here, but I don't believe that we will see a lot of passing in the second half for Valley. I believe they are going to run this ball and just keep on gliding. Connor Clinton takes the snap. He hands it off to Evan Fowler. He gets down into the red zone for the Valley Catholic Warriors. Tackled again by Dramonte Alexander. Another Warrior first down. First and goal from the 10. It's a full first and goal. Goal to go for the Warriors here. They're reading the play. They're getting it. Valley is using signs, which is something that we have not seen a lot this year from any team using signs. Usually you just do the old school run, have a player tell the play, get into the huddle. As the snap goes to Clanton, another handoff here to Fowler, and that's not a touchdown. 8-yard rush there for Fowler at the 2-yard line, tackled by Trayshawn Mays, who has the only pick today for the Tigers. He also has 6 tackles today. Reading the play, Valley Catholic is the Tigers are running a big set out here. They have, one receiver. They are running everyone. They are stacking this box. As the rush goes, they tackle in the backfield. Was that Jermaine Crothers on the tackle? That's a TFL. And Jackson Napier got a part of that too. If you want to start something, this is how you do it. 4:15 left on the clock. It is a third down, 5 to go now for Valley. Reading the play over. I expect really to see the Tigers run another stack the box type blitz here. Handoff. No. Connor Clanton takes the option run. He's not in. 4th down. Tackled there by Gavin Moten. It looked like a very big group tackle there. You could have probably seen Oscar Dominguez, Jackson Napier. 4th and 3. 3 yards to go for Valley. 3.5 left in this third quarter. It's threes everywhere today. Third quarter, 3 timeouts left on both sides. 3rd and 3. 3 minutes left. This is just ridiculous. And here we go. Connor Clanton on the 4th down gets the snap, handoff. And he runs in for a touchdown. That is Evan Fowler. I believe his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. Valley takes a bigger lead now as it is 55-7. With 3:09 left on the clock as that stops ticking because it's dead ball now. Touchdown Valley, it looks like their PAT team is coming out again. Oh. 57. Colton Coots is coming in here for the PAT. First appearance for Coots today as the play clock's going to drain. That's a delay of game on Valley. Flag for delay of game. They just waited too long on that PAT. It's still 55-7. It's not going to change anything on the scoreboard yet. But it's a longer kick for Coots. As Sam Kuhn is going to hold this PAT attempt. The snap, hold, and the kick is good. It is 56-7 here in St. Genevieve. The Valley Catholic Warriors still lead the Caruthersville Tigers with 3:09 left on the clock. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Hey, would you like your own slice of heaven? You can do that at Little Pizza Heaven in CARUTHERSVILLE, Missouri. You can eat in, take out, or have it delivered. You can call 573-333-0490 or go by and see Christy and the gang at 503 Ward Avenue, CARUTHERSVILLE, Missouri. A CARUTHERSVILLE tradition.
So Valley Catholic continues to dominate the Tigers here in the district final. 3:09 remaining, and it is 56-7. Thank you, Charlie, for I wouldn't even call it guest commentary. My right-hand man, Charlie Duckworth, he's been behind the scenes all season long. He's a member of the ever-growing Boot Hill Sports Network. Here's the kickoff. It will be taken. It's a shorter kickoff. Taken by Lockridge. Lockridge is getting to the left side. He's got blockers in front of him. He's across midfield. Lockridge finally knocked out of bounds. He got all the way down to about the 35-yard line. Well, not now. I want you to remember, Charlie, I said something last night on the coach's show. I said I just had a feeling special teams would play a factor in this game. As a matter of fact, it has. The only Caruthersville score was on special teams, and that time, Josiah Lockridge took a kickoff. He got it right around the 20-yard line and got it down to the Valley Catholic 38-yard line. So the Tigers looking poised to chip away at what is a 56-7 lead. And we have a timeout. Timeout on the field. That has been taken by the Warriors. So as they take a timeout, it'll stop the clock at 2:18 remaining in the third quarter. We'll do the same. We'll be right back in 30 seconds. You're listening, and thank you so much for listening to the Boot Hill Sports Network.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
So after the Valley Catholic timeout, stops the clock at 2:18 here left in the third quarter. But after a tremendous return by Josiah Lockridge, Tigers are looking to add to what they have. A handoff to Monte. He breaks off of a couple tackles. He's going straight up the middle. Dermonte into the end zone for the touchdown. 38-yard run by Dermonte. Nobody was stopping him. Once again, that's the reason he's a Carr Trophy finalist. That's the reason he's a Boot Hill Sports Network Player of the Year finalist. So the Tigers chip away. It's now 56-13. And it'll be Carruthers on for the PAT. Been so good all season long. 1 for 1 tonight to make it 56-14. Hudgens on the hold. There's the kick. It's up. And it is good. Jermaine Carruthers boots it through. He's 2 for 2. And that makes the score 56-14. Time may be running out, but the heart and soul of the Tigers is not. The Tigers are not going to go down without a fight. There's no doubt about that. I've seen this team too much this entire season. This team loves football. They love hard-nosed, tough tackling. The run there by Monte says it all. 38 yards. He went straight up the gut. I don't know how many blue jerseys touched him, but it was a lot. It didn't matter. He just kept pushing them off. Stiff arms, the strong legs of Dermonte. And the Tigers, he's got both of the touchdowns tonight for the Tigers. One on a kickoff, that one on a 38-yard run. Tigers are chipping away. But again, time is not on their side, as it is 56-14 with 2:09 remaining in the third quarter, excuse me. Here comes the kickoff from DJ. It'll bounce into the arms, and taking a knee at the 35 is the return man for Valley Catholic. And Valley Catholic now will go back on offense, and I'll hand it over to Charlie Duckworth.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. It seems as if Valley is pulling back their seniors right now. This is a very large majority of seniors on this team as they start at the 30. When you drive up on the road to get to this beautiful field, you see the names of every senior, and I didn't count, but it's about 20, it feels like. And that's just the story of Valley. They have a large majority of seniors on this team. Every year, they have a huge group of seniors, as there is a flag on the play. It looks like a delay of game on Valley, 5-yard loss. They will start the drive officially now at the 25-yard line. This Valley team are really showing why they are considered the favorites in Class 2, where they are one of the most prestigious Class 2 programs in all of Missouri. As Clayton gets the snap, he's running. See, he gets tackled. There is a flag on the play. Looks like Oscar Dominguez and Josiah Lockridge tackled him out of bounds. Let's see what the call is, though. Holding on Valley. Another penalty for this very disciplined Valley team. This, I believe, is their fourth penalty of the day. I mean, they have not had a lot. On both sides, really, they've had pretty much no calls against either team. There's been a couple offsetting. Another hold, though, as Valley, again, let's hope this time officially start their drive at the 15. It is a 1st and 25. There's 40 seconds left in this third quarter. They are stacking this line here as Clayton fake snaps. Handoff to Fowler, Evan Fowler. He's tackled there by Jackson Napier. Chasman Thomas as well on the tackle. There is 10 seconds left in this third quarter. It looks like Valley's going to let this clock tick all the way down to bring us to the third and final quarter of the fourth and final quarter, my fault, of this Class 2 District 2 championship as Valley Catholic leads the Carruthersville Tigers 56-14. We'll be back after this.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
So a nice word from MSHSAA over the high school athletics here in the great state of Missouri, the Show Me State. We've got the final 12 minutes of play coming up, and with what is mostly made up of the junior varsity squad for the Warriors, they're facing a 2nd and 23. The Tigers have a chance to stop this turbo clock, and anything can happen from there.
You sure are right, Jeremy. Anything can really happen right now. There's 12 minutes left, and some people, would say there's 12 minutes left on Carruthersville's season. Who knows? I don't know what can really happen in these next 12 minutes. as Clinton takes the snap. Or that is not Clinton, actually. That is, I believe, Andrew Shilley, 10th grader, sophomore there. It was a rush, I believe, for about Evan Fowler taking about a 1-yard gain there, as it is 3rd and 22 from the Valley Catholic, or the Crothersville Tiger, or Valley Catholic 18. It is cold. I'm getting confused. There's 11 and a half left in this game. Chasman Thomas had the tackle on that play. Crothersville, it seems, is keeping most of their seniors in, giving one last hurrah to them. As another rush there, this time by 33, Kalen Fowler, who I hope I don't get this wrong, is the sibling to Evan Fowler, or cousin to Evan Fowler. There's some rushers, I can tell you what. Marion Truss on the tackle, former Boot Hill Sports Network Player of the Week. He puts his tally up to 3 on the game, as it, I believe, on this 4th and 15, Valley will punt. Is that Germonte out on the 50? As the punt skies into the air and drops. It is a short, around 20-yard punt for Valley, as they lead 56-14 with 10:15 on the clock. The clock is still ticking. Jeremy, what do the Tigers need to cut this lead a little bit?
Well, you're right. There's 10 minutes left. Again, miracles can happen. The thing is, that's the kind of break the Tigers needed there. That was a punt that went basically straight up in the air, took a Tiger bounce when it landed, and the Tigers take over at the Valley Catholic 36-yard line. Again, they're not going down without a fight. Here's a handoff to Germonte. He breaks off of a couple tackles, takes it all the way. Touchdown, Germonte Alexander. This time for 36 yards, his 3rd touchdown of the game, and that'll make the score 56-20. PAT coming up. On the first play, Germonte takes it to the house. How many times do I have to say it? He is a Carr Trophy finalist and a Boot Hill Sports Network Player of the Year finalist for the 2024 football season. And once again, he's showing why. Here's Carruthers in for the PAT. Hudgens to hold. This will bring it back to a 35-point ball game. Kick is up. Carruthers is 3 for 3. Kick good. And the Tigers have chipped away just a little bit more. It's now 56-21. Clock will be stopped for now at 9:36. What do you think here? A fan here from Valley Catholic just read my mind. Do we see an onside kick from the Tigers? I was about to say it, and he said it first. Got to give him credit. And he's been out here bearing the cold with us all night long, so kudos. And really, nothing but good things to say about the players here. Charlie, I think you had an update earlier. Have you heard since on the Dexter? Sorry. Dexter is beating St. Genevieve 14-13. That game was not considered to be thought as that close of a score. Let me say that, as Dexter has rolled this entire season. But St. Genevieve apparently putting up a fight. But here at St. Genevieve, the other team is Valley Catholic. They're on top 56-21 as the Tigers get ready to kick off. Foster gets the ball set. He's ready to kick. It is a boot. And it'll go to, actually, it's going to go out of bounds. That's an automatic flag. And that's where the Warriors will take over at their own 40-yard line. Excuse me, at the 35-yard line. I forget this is high school. It is at the 35-yard line is where they take over. And so does Charlie Duckworth with the call.
Thank you so much, Jeremy. And thank you, Sherman Manley, for commenting and telling us that St. John was up 13-0 at half. Dexter's came back and scored 14 unanswered. Upset watch in Dexter right now? These St. Genevieve Dragons, who were a tough team for the Tigers for a little bit a few weeks back, bearing it with one of the best teams in the region, the Dexter Bearcats. Snap taken here. It's a no handoff. He's quarterback rush here. Stiff arms Jermaine. Oh! Flag. Flag there. All right, that was Chasman Thomas. Will be an unnecessary roughness on Chasman Thomas. Debatable call. The Valley fans obviously supporting that flag, and some people around me not supporting that flag at all. Some say he had him wrapped.
It was a part that it was still a tackle. It was a tackle, but whatever.
The clock starts ticking again. 8:45 left in this championship game. Andrew Schilly in at quarterback. He is a sophomore for Valley. It looks like most of their JV team is in because I don't want to be rude here. Most of these Tigers players are larger than these Valley JV players. As Schilly gets set. Yeah, clock running down. Takes a snap. Handoff here. He's met immediately by Jackson Napier. He came in hot on Kalen Fowler, the junior. Jackson Napier adds a 8th tackle today for the Tigers. No Tigers are in double digits yet, which is shocking when you consider Oscar Dominguez has been in double digits every single game this year. And not sure we will see him for the rest of the game. But here's hoping we do. As Schilly letting the clock drain a little bit, 7.5 left in this game. It is a 2nd and 9 from the Crothersville 41. He takes the snap. He's rushing. He's going. Bunch of Tigers, and he gets boomed to the sideline there. Jermaine Crothers delivering a massive hit to Schilly there, sending him to the Tiger sideline as 7:10 is left. It is a 3rd and 8 from the Crothersville 40. It says on the scoreboard it's 3rd and 41. I don't think that's possible. 3rd and 8. That's the right number. So confusion going on in the scorer's box as Schilly gets the play. He has 4 men wide. He has a man in the backfield, of course. Schilly taking it himself. He's running. He slips off of one. He takes a big hit there from Jeremiah Jackson, the freshman. Delivers a big hit to Schilly there. First and 10 from the Crothersville 24-yard line. There is going to be 6 minutes left when Schilly snaps this ball as he just continues to let the clock bleed out. He's receiving the play as, like I said, 6 minutes left in this game. First and 10 from the Tigers 24. You know, this Valley squad looks dangerous. This Valley squad looks like they could really get another state title under that belt as Schilly takes a snap. It's a handoff this time as it's met. Kalen Fowler tackled by Jermaine Crothers. A few other Tigers were in that tackle. Believe Amarion Truss and Rylan Harris were involved. Maybe even Demarion Rogers. And it feels like just a minute ago I said there's 6 minutes left, because it really was just a minute ago. As now there's 5 minutes left in this game. Valley continues to let the clock just drain out as another snap here by Shilly. He is met in the backfield and sent down for a loss. That is Jermaine Crothers. Big tackle for loss here. Crothersville might get the ball back with some time. Yeah, Bigham was in there also to help get that tackle in place. Jermaine Crothers adds to his 8 tackles tonight, his 2 for loss. And I think that was technically a sack, since it was a quarterback tackle in the backfield. Shilly motions 2 men to the left here. It looks like added blockers, as there's a jump by number 61, Willie Campbell, the senior. Third and 9. 3 minutes 55 on the clock here in St. Genevieve. And really, what a game Valley's played. But still 3.5 left. Score can change. Who knows? 3rd and 9 from the Tigers 35 here. Shilly fakes the snap. Gets it this time. He's running to the left. Tigers going everywhere. Missed tackle there. Woo! Good tackles there by Terrence Jackson on the tackle there. There's been 2 Jacksons on my stat sheet now. Unrelated, I believe. But Terrence gets the tackle there. Some call him TJ. We'll hear his name in basketball season, as there's 3 minutes left on the season. 1st and 10, ball on the 11. Shilly is determined to let this clock bleed all the way. Valley is very determined on not giving the Tigers another possession, giving them another chance at scoring, as there is still a bunch of Tigers, and should be a flag on this play. There's a 0 on the game clock. Delay of game on Valley. It looked like for a second they were not going to call it. It was looking very shocking out there, to say the least. Now it should be a 1st and 15 from the Valley Catholic 16, or the Tiger 16. 2:31 on the clock, 2:30 now. And that's a rush up the gut. That's number 33, Kalen Fowler. Touchdown Valley, as they put this game to 60 points, as they take a 62-21 lead against the Crothersville Tigers. And that's been the story of the day. The Valley team just scoring any means possible. It looks like Colton Coots is back in to kick. The backup kicker for the Valley Catholic Warriors. Being held by 14, Sam Kuhn. Snap. Kick is good, as Valley takes a 63. Yeah, lefty kicker. Valley takes a 63. There are whistles blowing. Oh, the clock. Telling the clock to stop. 63-21. Valley leads the Tigers here in the 4th quarter, as there's a flag on the play. What is going on? I'm confused. I'm kind of shocked right now. They're gonna pick up the flag. Did someone just drop the flag? I mean, the flag's on the 10 right now. Roughing the kicker on the Tigers. If this day cannot get any worse for Crothersville.
So that penalty, roughing the kicker, goes on the kickoff. That's a personal foul. So basically, well, not basically, Valley Catholic will kick this ball from the Tigers' 45-yard line. If there's anything on this at all, it'll be a touchback. If not, we may see a return with 2:25 remaining. Kick, it will go into the end zone for a touchback. 2:25 remaining in the game. The Warriors have tripled up the Tigers. It is 63-21. The final minutes of the regular season and postseason for the Carruthersville Tigers comes to an end. I just have to say it's been an honor and a pleasure following this Tigers football team all season long. And it's a shame that it's going to have to end, but in every team, there's got to be, or every game, there's got to be a winner. There's got to be a loser. Valley Catholic came to play tonight at their home field, and they will advance into the playoffs as district champions. Class 2 District 1 champions, and get into the state tournament. Now the Tigers back on offense. Here's a handoff. It goes, well, it's going to be cut back across midfield. Is that Lockridge? He's going to go to the right sidelines. He's still on his feet. He gets to midfield and pushed out of bounds. Lockridge with a 30-yard run. There's a flag on the play. After they call it a crackback block. That will go against the Tigers. In the game, we're seeing so few flags. But with both teams putting in some of the underclassmen. And let's give a shout out to the seniors on this Carruthersville team that they've worked their butts off. The entire team has, but this is the final game for these Tigers seniors. We're talking about Ryan Guest, Terrence Jackson, Javante Alexander, of course, Gavin Moten. There's a fumble on the play. That was recovered by Valley Catholic. I'll continue as we clock down, tick down to the final minute. The rest of the seniors left off with Moten, Amarion Truss, Evan Johnson, Oscar Dominguez, Kenyon Bogan, those both captains, Willie Campbell, and that rounds it out for the Tigers seniors. Oh, I'm sorry, Caden Schoolcraft and Malachi Parrott, the managers. And just there's a knee. It'll be taken. That will be the final play of the game. So the Tigers season, 2024 season, has come to an end here in St. Genevieve against the Valley Catholic Warriors. Final score, 63-21. We'll take a very, very short, quick break, come back with a very short recap. Let's just say it was Valley Catholic tonight. The teams will meet at midfield to shake hands. Great sportsmanship tonight. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Boot Heel Sports Network. We'll be back in 30 seconds to wrap it up and get into some heat and head home. Be right back.
Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service is an in-home supportive care provider serving the area from locations at 1119 Ward Avenue in Carruthersville and at 511 East Elm in Marston, Missouri. Glowing Hearts has friendly, professional employees who provide home nursing visits along with personal and homemaker services to enable clients to remain at home. There is a difference. See for yourself by calling Glowing Hearts In-Home Care Service in Carruthersville at 922-5056 or in Marston at 643-2537.
And we are back. It has gone final in St. Genevieve. The Valley Catholic Warriors will advance to the playoffs, deeper into the playoffs, as they knock off the Caruthersville Tigers 63-21 in front of a vast crowd, and I do mean vast on both sides of the field. Caruthersville with a fantastic turnout, and of course the home field stands were full of blue and white. Valley Catholic put on a show tonight. Not to be outdone by Jermonte Alexander with 3 more touchdowns to finish up his season and his career as a Caruthersville Tiger football player. Of course, we have basketball season right around the corner. But just to wrap things up, overall, it was the passing game that took over by Fallert and his offense. Every receiver had a touchdown, every starting receiver. And then on running, it was the same story. Multiple running backs, Fallert, Gag, all instrumental in the big victory. So the Tigers finish up runner-up in the district. This was a battle between the number 1 ranked Valley Catholic Warriors, number 2 ranked Caruthersville Tigers, and the number 1 ranked team has gone on to advance to the state championship games, the quarterfinals. As they move up, they'll be further north up into the state. We'll have the stats, the full stats, in the write-up. You just be looking for that on Facebook. But before we go, real quickly, let's just see Charlie Duckworth. By the way, great commentary. However, you learned something tonight. You learned a lesson. It's not as easy as it looks. I won't say my age once again, but I've been doing it a little bit longer. I still get tongue-tied. So did you. Charlie, you've been with me all season long. You'll stick with you're a mainstay with the Boot Hill Sports Network. You're a cog in our production. Your final thoughts, and then I'll be right back to close it out for you. Final thoughts on the season that was.
Well, it was the best Tiger season that has happened, in years. This team stood through thick and thin. I mean, even before the season started, getting kicked out of the conference last December, and even though, that's basketball, that's all this, it also really affects the football team because these teams don't want to play us. And to come in here and finish the season out 10-2 on the year, and the 2 losses coming to, it's 10-2. Coming to Valley Catholic, who is the be-all, end-all of Class 2 football in this area as a whole. It's magical. It's something that you can build on, even if the score was not pretty at all. 63-21 is a ugly score for any team, but this Tigers team all year has been put through the ringer in multiple different ways, and they still showed that perseverance. And don't get me wrong, next year they will be back and will be stronger, even though they lose talents like Jermonte Alexander, like Ryan Guest, like Oscar Dominguez, like Kenyon Bogan, the 4 captains. You still have players like Sammy Bryant, Jackson Napier. The new blood is coming for the Tigers as it's a final in St. Genevieve, 63-21. Jeremy, take us away one last time.
Thank you again. That's Charlie Duckworth. Most times behind the scenes. It's a pleasure working with you all season long, Charlie, and everyone from the Boot Hill Sports Network. That's giving shout outs to Mark, Chris Brown, and anyone and everyone, all of our sponsors, all the fans. Folks, it's because of you, and we want to thank you. It's been a fantastic season. Unfortunately, it has come to an end here in St. Genevieve. St. Genevieve moves on, and Caruthersville will go home with their heads held high, as they should be. And once again, it's been an honor and a privilege to bring you the 2024 Caruthersville Tiger football season. Look forward to next season already, but now basketball is right around the corner. So I just want to say congratulations to Coach Guglielmo, It's very cold. I can hardly talk. And his entire coaching staff this great team we've had the privilege to watch and call all season long. I've had a blast. I know Charlie has too. Good luck to the seniors. Good luck to everyone. The Tigers will be back next year, and they'll be poised for maybe a little bit of revenge and another remarkable season. And you can rest assured that you can catch it right here on the Boot Hill Sports Network. So for the final time in 2024, this is Jeremy Abrams signing off for Caruthersville Tiger football. Thank you again to everybody who has tuned in this season. We got basketball coming up right around the corner, folks. You know where to find us. So for everyone at the Boot Hill Sports Network, I'm Jeremy Abrams saying thank you so very, very much. And hey, we'll see you soon. Just stay in touch with us on Facebook,